So let's see, who else? Marcus Schenkenberg. That's a physically beautiful man. Is he beautiful on the inside, though? I don't know. I suspect he is, and the reason I suspect that he is because he dated what's her name? Pamela Anderson for a little bit. And I know you guys are probably thinking, Pamela Anderson, she's a gold digger. What the hell are you talking about her for? But I'll tell you why. Because I think Pamela Anderson is a very sensitive person. And I think that she's also quite the natural caregiver. And people like her tend to attract men who are generally good in their core, but because they're so sensitive, they are very guarded. And, they often put up like a overly masculine front. And when you look at the men that she's been in relationships with in general, they all tend to fit that particular profile. So even though for the most part, people don't know that much about Marcus Schenkenberg, I find him incredibly appealing. I think he is very sexy. My first husband actually favored Marcus Schenkenberg a little bit when I think about it. And also, I guess my first boyfriend I ever really had back when, serious relationship type boyfriend that I had back when I was in college. Briefly, because I didn't get a degree, I didn't finish. But I haven't thought about him in a while. And when I think about it, both the men I was in a relationship with, both the ones I mentioned, to this day I would consider both of them pretty beautiful men. I think I had better taste in men when I was younger than when I was older, which says a lot about me. I hope my taste doesn't get worse. But maybe it will. I don't know, considering fixations I have right now. I don't know. But let's see, who else is a beautiful man? Steve Jobs. Let's talk about him. Could you imagine dating Steve Jobs? Oh, I bet he was really freaking good in bed. Usually smart guys are. What I think a lot of men need to realize is that good sex is not really what you see in pornography. Good sex is totally cerebral. I mean, if you can have a combination of the two, someone who physically has the stamina of a male performer who's decent at least, and someone who's really smart too, then but yeah, I just have a feeling that Steve Jobs was probably really great in bed, because, and plus, like, would be considering his height, he was a pretty tall guy, and not always, but times taller men are really good in bed when they get older, not when they're young, because I think they feel awkward, because some women are really short, so if they have like a short girlfriend, they don't really know what to do. They're like, am I gonna break you? What the hell? But yeah, that's what I think about him. But he was pretty good looking too when you really look at him. I don't know why they had Ashton Kutcher play. I don't think Ashton Kutcher looks like Steve Jobs at all. I just don't see that. I don't think anyone sees it, frankly. I just don't. But who else on my list? Ooh, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. He's just cute. Not everyone thinks he's cute, though. My mother does not think that he's really that great. I don't know why. We got into an argument about that the other day. I was telling her, I was like, yeah, I think The Rock is really cute. I think he was like recently named top sexy man or something by some magazine, but my mom, she was like, no. No. He just looks like a big block of brown to me. She's funny. But that's what she said. I was surprised. I was really surprised by that, really. But I like The Rock. I do. I think he's very cute. He just looks like a really friendly, approachable guy with an edge. The one thing about him, though, that I think he needs to kind of work on is he doesn't do ghetto very well. So maybe he should just stop trying. It doesn't work for him. So he just shouldn't try to be something that I just don't think really he is. But do you notice how many times I say but and yeah. So also when I was driving earlier this evening, I was listening to my music in the car, and I loved it. I really am having so much fun with my music because I really love my own music. I think the more most of you out there listen to it, the more you will love it too. You have to listen to my music a lot to really get it. But once you get it, you can't forget it. I just kind of wanted to put that thought out there since I put the lyrics video up to lately up because I just feel so good about it. For me, my music, it's not even so much for the sake of doing music. It's about just recording my melodic thoughts for all time. Somebody else out there who thinks along the same lines I do one day hears it and is like, finally. Okay. I'm not alone in this universe. That's kind of what my music is for me. My music is like a lighthouse. So others who are my kind can find their way to shore.